I'm Richard Lewis reporting for cadred.org on the last day of the Mad Catz CSGO Invitational at Birmingham. With me is one of our Portuguese contingent from k1ck, who've just gone out at a tournament to k1ck. It is new. So, obviously you're going to be a little bit disappointed. Why do you think the team is kind of struggling in the crucial games, in the knockout stages? Because obviously we saw this happen in Prague as well. So is it a mentality thing? I mean, what do you think's going on?
Sincerely, I don't have any explanation for that. We always start the matches losing. We can't start the match good, and then it's really hard to come back, and only Inferno and this two, we simply didn't play the match at all. We weren't in a match. We were outside.
Were you surprised by Fragmaster's k1ck? Because this is a team that went to an I series, underperformed there. They finished third when people felt they could potentially win it. We've seen them struggle other events as well, and they announced that they might even be folding. And that looks like what's going to happen. Yet they've managed to beat very good teams, including yourselves, to put themselves in contention to maybe get into the final.
We were a bit surprised when we ended third. We thought we might get Fnatic, and then we saw the results. But they are a good team with great individuals. Kevin is a very good player. Sockney is playing really well this tournament as well. And they seem to have a good chemistry in the team, but yeah, they're good.
Just before we talk a little bit about the tournament in general, I think it's fair that we do point out there were some positives for k1ck. I don't think you should feel too downhearted. For example, we saw Fox. I mean, he's really starting to step it up and find the level we know he can compete at from 1.6. He's got a huge fan base, and I'm sure a lot of the Portuguese fans are going to be excited now that he's starting to play really well in this game. Were you surprised at how well he stepped up, or has he been this good in practice?
Yeah, he's been always good. When we had Fix, he wasn't hopping, and he was known in 1.6 for hopping. Even though he feels better with rifles, but when he hops, he's insane. Well, we weren't surprised at all. We know what he's capable of, and he's for sure one of the best in the world.
You mentioned Fix, of course. Mario is now going to be in the police force and doing well for himself. How's the team adapted to not having him there? Because he was such a fantastic talent and such a passionate player and a great motivator within the team.
Yeah, even though he's a good player, we all think with the emotion we all got better in the game because of Fox hopping, and it gives a different style for us. And yeah, it feels better. I'm not saying Fix is bad and he was the cause for some of the bad results we had, but this team with the kind of players we have, it seems the perfect team. We just need to find the solution for this kind of things. We all struggle in knockout stage, group stage. We all play good, only losing to very games. Same happened in Prague, and then in knockout stage we lose to teams we are not supposed to lose, even though they are good. But I think we are better, but they played better, they won.
Emotion has been out of the game for a while, and he's kind of just coming back into it. He had a very good pedigree in Source, for those that don't know. How have you made of him in his kind of returning tournament?
He didn't stop playing the game. He was playing with FM Safir, the second Portuguese best team. But in this tournament, some guys might say he was really bad and we should swap him. But that things happen, In the group stage he had one match that he didn't play really good, but other matches he played good. And on this particular match against k1ck, we all played bad, all. On this two and Inferno, all. Not just emotion. Obviously,
the tournament's kind of been a little bit marred by some of the things that have been going on around it, and I'm not going to hide away from it. The first thing's been obviously the DDoSing, which has affected the stream. I don't know, what have you got any thoughts or anything you'd like to say about that?
It's stuff that shouldn't happen, This is a great event for other people at home, so they should just watch the streams, connect the GoTV and don't fuck with the tournament.
And what about as well, there's been maybe some adminning decisions, I think, that maybe people have had a few question marks about. Is that anything that's impacted on you?
No, not at all. The admin has been 5 stars, When you have a problem, you just call and they come, they fix, they make sure everything is good so we can play our game without any troubles.
What have you made of the event as a whole? Because obviously there's a lot more to it than just this tournament and the area, and people who've seen the video tour will know that. Have you had time to have a look around and see how big it is?
No, we haven't. We just came from hotel to straight here. We haven't watched all the stuff. We might go look after this.
So what plans do you have for the future in k1ck? Because I know you guys, we haven't seen you at a tournament for a while. It's great to have you back, by the way. So where are you going to be next?
I think the next tournament is going to be DreamHack Valencia in July. If some esports event tournament pops up and our org can send us, we will go. But the next tournament is going to be DreamHack Valencia.
Just some final thoughts about the competition. Obviously, we've got the next phase of games about to start. Now that you're out of the tournament, who do you think's going to win and why?
I think the final will be Very Games against, I think, Western Wolves. Even though Fnatic is an experienced team, I don't know, but if Western Wolves made it to the final, I think Western Wolves will win it. I think, at least for the past two events, they've showed they play good against Very Games. So, yeah. Okay.
Well, look, it's great to talk to you. I know you're a bit disappointed, but at least you've got a day now where you can enjoy some of the sights and sounds of lovely Birmingham. It's a hell of a city. To all the people out there at cadred.org, do stay tuned to the website. We're going to have more interviews like this one coming from the knockout stages of the Mad Catz CSGO Invitational at Birmingham NEC.